Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I assume you've had an opportunity to look over the minutes.
Still have? I should have.
I didn't see anything.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I shall move.
I'll second.
Move to second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Commissioner comments and committee reports.
I have none.
I have none.
I have one thing, is just a personal comment. Right here in the courthouse, you can vote until next Monday, November 3rd till noon. Election is on the 5th. And it's a local election, your local school boards, your local city commissions, your local city councils. It's a chance for you to actually let your voice known. So it seems that there's less of a turnout for city elections, but they're probably the ones that are almost the most important. So just remember, you got to vote. There's plenty of opportunities. So, okay, moving right along. New business before the board. Roger Getman.
Actually, I'm here on behalf of Road and Bridge again today, and I've spoken with Jay Harbour about this issue. I received an email from Bill Legge on a contract. We have essentially two safety contracts going on with the state of Kansas. One is our signage that last week you just ended up signing the contract for. Someone's going through their contracts to look for all their stuff to make sure all their I's are dotted and T's crossed, and they also have discovered that they don't have a copy of the agreement for the local road safety plan that we have been participating in with them. And so they've asked us for that contract. The date of when it was sent out would have been before my involvement with Road and Bridge. And so what I have done, I printed a copy of that contract. I sent a copy out. I hope each of you got that in the email. The two maps on the front end are not actually part of that contract. The map, the very front map, actually shows the areas which are in consideration. The other map is so that you would be aware that when we had conversation on all of this, and I don't have a copy of the other map with me, but when we were having a conversation on this, they asked me to do the review, and that other map was my review of their data, in which ones I said we need these out and we need these in. Now, they did come back and say some of the gravel roads they were taking out of their crushed rock roads they were taking out of the plan, but they added in most of those which I had in. They had a number of paved roads that they had omitted that were near the city limits, and I thought we needed to get those included in their road safety plan. So with that, basically what we need to do is execute a copy of this agreement so that we can return that to KDOT. This is a 100% federally funded state administered grant, so it's not something that we are selecting the engineers for, or nor are we overseeing the job. But what we are doing is, and I could send each of you this, there is a monthly meeting. The first one I was involved with, the first monthly meeting was last month. The next one was last week, yes, sir. Which Jay was involved with. And so there is a schedule that they're going to be headed through, and I did not send you that schedule, but I would be happy to send you that schedule of the work and how it's going to proceed and what they're going to do. But it's not like they're doing Atchison County. They are doing the entire state, and there are Trans Systems is one of the engineers involved with it. There are 4 major engineering companies that are national companies that are working with this project to complete this on local road safety improvements. So what I'm asking for today is an approval of that agreement, a formal approval, and if we can get that signed, we'll get it back into them so that we can continue to be part of it.
Will the chair will entertain a motion to approve the agreement Roger and Jay have just presented. Do I have a second?
You're making the motion?
I'm making the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Passes 3-0.
Do you want to add something to
Nope.
that?
No, sir.
And I will roll it to that page for signature.
No, just one signature.
What's that?
Is there a copy in the blue folder?
Okay.
But either one.
There is also a copy, so if we can get it. And the only reason I'm asking is they're pressing this because we're already rolling down the road with this. And so if we can get a copy of that back.
Got 2 copies.
Yeah.
Oh, there are 2 things.
Okay, this could all end up in the shells pile. I apologize for not seeing that folder.
And Pat did do a cursory review of this, and he said it's essentially, other than the changing of a few project numbers, it's essentially the same contract that we did last week, going forward with that. The one other thing that I have on this list that I would like to bring to your attention is I got a letter yesterday, and again, in the future, Jay will be doing this. It's just, I've dealt with some of these things, so I'm bringing this to your attention. We had applied for some other bridge grants. We received notice on some of them that we were not awarded because of our recent awards, but we did get a congratulations letter on a bridge just south and east of Effingham on the short span bridges when we submitted a short span bridge for that location. I believe it's 2 miles south of Effingham and 2.4 miles east of Effingham. It's a short span bridge.
Is that on Graham?
No, it's not on Graham. It's east of Graham. It's just south of
Okay.
the bridge on Graham is our 2020
Yeah, I was thinking it's off system.
off-system bridge.
Mhm.
This one is just a little bit east of that, a little bit south and a little bit east of that bridge. Okay. The conditions on this, and the main thing I'm going to bring up to you, it is a 90-10 split. 90% state, 10% county, but it has a limitation of $150,000. So I will work with Jay on trying to assure that whichever route we go, that we're going to get a reasonable assurance that of what our total costs are going to be on this bridge, so that we know. Because once we exceed 150,000, it's 100% on the county, and I'm not telling you that's a bad deal. What I'm telling you is that for the first 150,000, 135 of it are them, and 15,000 of it are us. And so $135,000 is better than nothing, regardless of the situation. But what we're going to try and do is I'll try and help Jay press it the best we can to get it constructed within those costs. Okay? But I thought I would throw that out to you because it's nice to know that we got money for another bridge.
Yeah.
And again, these are things that I told you quite some time ago. It doesn't take very many things like this before you're paying for the people, the extra people that you're putting on to try and help apply for these things and make sure that they're there.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
important. Thank you. Anything else, Roger, Jay?
I do want to bring in, I only have one copy of this, and I apologize again. We did a project that I haven't filled you in on it, kind of got last minute, that was before my time. Someone, I guess Westar had a project with us, and they ended up hitting a somewhat kind of fiber optic line for CenturyLink, and they sent us a bill showing that's what we owe, and need to come to find out in terms and agreements of what we are responsible for, and kind of go and find out what that contract states on what they were responsible for, because they said that we gave them the right of way to dig, and when they dig, they actually hit this line. And that,
I would think that would be all on them.
That would be all on them.
but I just wanted to present this to you guys so you guys would know.
I understand CenturyLink sending a bill.
Yes.
I question whether we should be responsible.
something that I wanted to bring up, let you
How
guys.
big a bill is it? How much is it?
New balance $778.27.
Do a line locate, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, who-
We sent in the locate.
Huh?
We sent in the 811, 811. We actually called in the dig for them. From what I got with Mark, and Mark, they reported back to us, and we gave them the okay to go ahead. That's the reason why they're wanting us to go ahead. And
Why wouldn't that be the locate responsibility if the
it should be
cables and everything were located and done properly? Why would there have hit it unless they exceeded the location or the?
You're absolutely correct on that, but not knowing all the parameters with that contract and all that is something that I would get with Michelle on and all
I would
that.
hold
find out.
off on that till we have legal counsel.
Okay, I have Pat. Okay, I just want
You
to
might do some more research. Pat
Yes,
is-
sorry.
and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then the only other thing I think we already talked about was dealing with the folder, buying the.
Okay, is Ken
financing.
Young supposed to be here?
I have the documentation right here.
Is Ken Young supposed to?
Kenyan is not coming.
Well, it just says that that's his name.
Okay.
Has this been seen by Pat?
Yes,
I'm sure
Pat
it
has
is.
been involved with this. There is, the tab on the top with the orange is the resolution that will need to be passed. For the lease purchase. I have a resolution number if you want it.
Okay, I have the resolution here.
We'll have to pass that resolution on the side.
The chair would entertain a motion to approve a resolution, agreement dated October 29th between Exchange Bank and Trust, the leaser, and the County of Atchison leasing. This is to make a purchase of a cat. Is there
Number on that, okay? 221 or something.
yeah, so lease purchase, the chair would entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
I shall move.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. And then we have to pass the
We have to
EC
have-
option.
We gotta have a number on that.
1458.
Resolution 2019-1458.
You have to write that down someplace.
Dash,
1458.
okay. Now we need to pass a resolution to enter in the agreement. Or is that an automatic, Michelle?
I think the resolution is to enter the agreement
Okay,
with Exchange Bank.
okay, so,
And as long as you guys have already done the motion and the approval of actually purchasing the equipment, then yes, I think we're fine with the resolution.
We done that with only the contingency of inspection, which happened. Mark Gentry did go see the machine and get past inspection.
Yes, we sent out Mark to go out there and do a double check on it to make sure that all the working parts and the warranty would cover what we have, the attachments. And we have found that everything is in compliance with the proper documentation that they have sent over. We agreed last week that we would go ahead and purchase the backhoe contingent on the percent of who we would go through at exchange, and we all in agreement that it's 100% checks out. So
You got a purple wave the old one, or you decide what you're gonna do?
purple wave, it's already being put in the system now.
Should we check with any other people to see if they got anything to put on purple wave?
No, Wes sent out an email to a lot of people.
Okay.
I think Wes kind of periodically puts a countywide email out to see what's.
I received one last week, so it's a line.
I signed the red dot. The rest of them was just one signature.
Is it the same one with the orange?
Is there just a single one on the
Just
orange?
one that you have to sign, probably.
Thank you.
Is the orange, single one, I can't remember. I
Yes.
tried to rip off the appropriate
She
one.
said,
Not to do the same thing.
double check her. Must have been something else. It's just one.
Okay, you might double check to make sure we did it right. There's a lot of signature lines.
I knew there was.
Okay. Okay, any other business? Okay. I have a new business item. This morning we discussed a workshop about our holiday hours. And we decided that after 1 o'clock on Christmas Eve, we'll be closing, except for essential personnel. And that the balance of the hours of that day will be holiday pay. The chair would entertain a motion to approve the half-day holiday pay.
I so move.
Second.
Move second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. I might add that that day the commission will be meeting on Christmas Eve. So we'll have our open meeting at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we will not have a workshop. So it'll all be done in the public meeting.
Will that be 10 o'clock till we're
Tell the
through?
business is done.
I do want to bring up one thing, just to let you guys know, let the public know that we do have a priority set with the snow plow and organization where we'll have a night shift and day shift as right now until going further until we're done the snow and the salt. So that's already in place. It will be from our night shift will be from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Our day shift will be from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On those days that we need snow to be plowed and salt. And I'll be sending out a email to you guys with a list of names of who are responsible and where we're going with that. So we kind of already have that in place, and we are ready right now. So
So you think it'll snow this year?
a lot earlier than what I thought. I thought we could have another month.
But we didn't have to do any snow removal today, did we?
So I just wanted to bring that up and let you guys know. So
Measurable snowfall in October is a rare thing in Kansas, but it happens.
okay. So I appreciate it.
So will that be like go into a snow protocol, and then that's when you're going to go into the
Yes.
then also like a weekend on-call type
Yes.
thing?
So what we're doing is on call on weekends rotation. So they're not all stuck on the same weekend every weekend. So the same person will go through a rotation every week on call on the weekend if it comes to that. And then we'll have a snow protocol that we'll set in place. We'll send out an email when we're going through that protocol as we see fit for that, and then just be a regular schedule that we keep you guys up to date on.
Great.
Great.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Did you guys go out last night?
No, we didn't go out last night. Didn't call for it last night. The roads weren't cold enough to actually stick, so they're pretty good. We got everything in place now, so if something does happen, we're on top of it now.
Okay.
So anything going forward, we should have no problems.
What'd you do? Flip over the 4-5%? We still going
No, Emily got this for me. A couple more, and actually, what's funny, she wore the same one.
Oh, you're not an Oklahoma fan, are you?
Well,
Yes,
it's the same as
I'm
that.
diehard Oklahoma fan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
We won't talk about that.
This is the same as what you want.
Okay.
I don't need to.
So you don't need.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you both.
Okay, any old or unfinished business in front of the board? Nothing in the packet? I have nothing. County councilor's not here. Any public comment? Mary?
Yes, it has been, okay, I'm not just on my beat coverage. I guess I'm on assignment. It's been brought to our attention that there are some proposed cuts to some of the appropriations. that you just approved for 2020.
To be more specific,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, and this, like I said, this is assignment, so this is the way it was put to me. We had somebody call, and I've not spoken with this person, but there were some concerns that there were what they figured was like $34,000 cuts to the appropriations, but I don't know if that's accurate. I haven't really gone over it, but of concern was like Doves and Happy Hearts were cut to zero.
We cut some of the contributions we made out some of the outside
Right.
agencies.
Yeah, your outside agencies. That's
Right. That was part of the 2020 budget.
yes.
Process.
Proposed. Yeah.
It was unproposed, it's been passed.
Right. Approved.
And in public hearings.
So, yes. But okay, Live Well, Live Atchison was what cut 2,500. Humane Society cut 1,000. Happy Hearts cut to 0. Juneteenth is the same. The Chamber is the same. What was mentioned, it's my understanding that Project Atchison had been cut, and I've gone back through like 5 years, and I don't even see where they were
Project
ever
Atchison's
appropriated.
It's not part of this.
Right. And I got some info from Michelle, and it was indicated to me that not everyone applied for funds.
Yeah, we had people did not come up and apply at all.
Yeah.
That we actually appropriated money to. But kind of following the lead of the city of Atchison, we're starting to cut back on some of those. Atchison has cut them all out. All their money to outside agencies. So as time goes by, we're going to give everybody a chance to get adjusted to that idea. We want to put that money into the operation of the county government.
Yeah, and one of them that was mentioned was Atchison Child Care from 5,000 in 2019 to 3,000. Is what was approved.
They didn't appear to ask for a request at all, so we cut them.
Yeah.
They never even asked for anything.
Right.
So,
Okay.
can we answer your question? Or?
So, well.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what.
Some of the people we cut are complaining. They probably, the bottom line is, why did we get cut? We looked at the service they provide. The child care provides a good service, but she also has kids that the parents pay to send their kids there. Live Well, Live Atchison comes up with brainstorm ideals, and that's about as far as it goes. We kind of adjusted on what we thought we was getting bang for our buck.
It's not exactly a static that because you're funded 1 year that you're automatically going to be refunded or increased. So we try to adjust every year or look at it.
Yeah, and I am aware that the Art Association had been cut there for a few years or less, and now they're like more allocated.
It's a small amount.
$1,000, yeah.
It wasn't that, was it? Down to 300 or seemed like
They
it was.
But she's got the budget.
They were involved with the library steps, and they did some things, so we didn't cut them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they have some other projects too. So.
In 2009, the city of Atchison discontinued all payments to Atchison Child Care, Happy Hearts. They cut all of them out, and they have also told these agencies that they're not interested in funding them in any way, including Project Atchison, not Project Live Well Atchison, et cetera, et cetera. So.
That's not to say that the county is going to follow the city, but we just looked at what value those outside agencies brought to the community and adjusted several.
And I do know that the city is funding, and I don't know how much that Alliance Against Domestic, I think it's Alliance Against Domestic Violence, you know.
Do they actually fund them money, or they just?
That's what I'm hearing.
I think you need to check that
I
out.
don't
If they're
know.
funding them.
Yeah. Maybe it's in kind. I know there's a partnership with PD, so.
We were hit up, if I recall right, but they wanted to go in with Leavenworth County, and they wasn't going to put a facility here in town, and I was kind of against that unless we had a facility. Isn't that the same group?
Mhm.
I was thinking it was.
And I don't think they funded them any money.
I knew she came in a workshop, but I didn't see where. I think she had scheduled to come visit with you.
Yeah, she did ask us for
later.
money. At that time, she hadn't visited with the city of Atchison. But I understand that they have a partnership, but I don't think there's any money involved.
Yeah, and I know that there's a partnership.
But I don't know
I
that
was
for
thinking
a
I've been
fact.
told, and of course, you know, this is like secondhand, what you hear through the grapevine, you know.
Sure.
That, so
Have you got control of it yet?
I
The grapevine?
no. No, and it seems like everybody, sometimes, you know, you try to, in conversation, might correct people, well, no, I have this understanding, but it seems like people kind of follow a different stem than, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything else, Mary, or to answer your questions?
No, that's it, you know.
You said no, we didn't answer your questions, or
Oh,
no?
no, I don't have any more. If I have more, I'll,
You can give us a call.
run it back by
Okay.
to you, so.
Anything else? Should we entertain a motion to adjourn?
So move.
A second, Mr. Chairman.
We're adjourned at 1:29. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.